Hello guys and girls, thank you for tuning in. I'm Marwan from Maro Media, teaching you how to be the best UX UI designer you can be. I'm currently in Paris, surprise, and I'm currently taking some time off and I am on holiday, so to speak. And it's the first day here and I realize and recognize how good it is for me and how urgent it actually was to take some time off, and I want to talk about this topic today with you, especially as freelancers, entrepreneurs, business owners, or somebody who just loves his job in our field as UX UI designer in a creative field, or as a coder. These people are more likely to really are into their jobs, to live it and to love it, and and if you've been lately really draining yourself to work, if you run out of ideas, if you start to producing results you're not satisfied or your clients are not satisfied with, and you just want to get it done, you seem to be in a rut, you don't seem to get ahead any further, and you start to question your work and everything. It's maybe I've been there. I really tried to solve problems and I said, I'm not satisfied with that. How should I do that? And I always thought I needed to do more thinking, more working. I needed to do more to solve the problems I was facing, to break through the plateaus I was facing at that time. Just to come to the conclusion that sometimes more is not the answer. Sometimes it's just taking a step back and doing less. And this is where vacation and time off comes into play. And this is really, really important. And I started a video about people who are loving their job. Especially these people are having a hard time to take a step back and really pausing and taking some time off, taking care of yourself, resting, and please don't just simplify it by saying, I love my job, I love my job. Yeah, you can love your job, but still you need a different environment, you need some time off, you need to get out. Studies have shown that people who change their environment while taking time off, while are on vacation or holiday, the brain adapts much faster to it, and you can shut down from your routines and your habits much faster, and you are not in the rut you are constantly in. And so it doesn't have to be a fancy holiday. You can just go to the countryside or just change the environment and take some time out, and I promise you come back with more energy and most of all more ideas and more creativity to tackle the problems you couldn't seem to overcome before your holiday or vacation. And Stefan Sargmeister, a great designer from New York, did a TED Talk about it. I will link it in the description, about the importance of time off. I don't know how it exactly is. I will link it, but in this video he'll say his concept about taking time out. He even takes a sabbatical every 7 years, I guess, for a whole year off, and how he fuels his creativity. And it doesn't mean that you just sit around and do nothing. I know these people, especially if you're a freelancer entrepreneur or these, type A personalities, like Tim Ferriss used to say, you can do stuff on your holiday. I just went for a jog. I did some work, did a workout on a street workout court, and now I go back to my apartment, and I will do some work, but not non-client related work. I work on my on the update of my relaunch, but really just design work. So not the things and problems I was solving I was facing at home, talking to clients and emailing, pitching projects, not stuff like this. And I said to myself, I want to dig a bit deeper into React.js, and I'm going to do a course on React.js, and I limited this to 3 hours a day, not more. And afterwards I just have a good time here in Paris. I'm going to do some sightseeing. I'm for 2 weeks here, and I really want to get back home refreshed, energized. And if you've been facing a plateau lately and you can't seem to remember when your last time out was, you should really consider taking some time off. And no, it doesn't count if you say, yeah, I was there a weekend. I think our brains need a bit more time to really let loose and get out of the thought patterns and habits that caused you to plateau in first place. Yeah, this is really important, just to take off the dust of your soul. I don't know, I read it somewhere, I don't know who said it, but it is pretty nice, because if you're in the rut in all day life, you're always sometimes anxious. You're saying to yourself, how am I gonna solve this, how I should do this, and you always try to solve those problems with more thinking, with doing more, with getting more into the details, with laying it all out. But I think it's really important to sometimes just let the things be things, step out, really do other things and get to know yourself from other perspectives, and this will give you a different view and perspective on things. And this is exactly what you need for getting ahead and for progressing. And there is a concept in sports and athletes and working out, it's called deloading. Every 4 to 8 or 12, depending on your plan, weeks, you deload from the weights. You don't progressively overload your weights. You just on purpose you do half of the weights you did the last week. So this is crucial for progressing further. So a type A person would say, no, why deloading? I could do more. Yeah, you could do more, but you will hit a plateau. And from then on, if you always try to fix this problem with doing more, you will even not be able to do the workload you are doing currently. Your body just fights back. And this is exactly with working, with you as a human being, with you as a person. So taking time off, really separated throughout the year, is important. And I know it's not the status quo message you'll get to hear from people who are saying, yeah, work in summertime to get ahead. Looking at you, Gary Vee, nothing wrong with that, but I think time out is just as important, if not more important. And yeah, just keep that in mind. Schedule your timeouts. To me, I really had a hard time with it, especially in the first years of freelancing. But when I shifted my mindset to it, and from not like, if I take time out, I pause and I don't get ahead, but if I want to continue progressing, if I want to continue building my business, if I want to continue getting better, getting bigger clients, thinking bigger, and really having the bird's eye view on things, I need to take time off. I need to go on vacation. I need to go on holiday every now and then. And the better I can shut down, the better I can really let loose, the better the results will be when I'm back at home. So try to see it from that perspective if you're having a hard time to taking some time out. And after all, ask yourself why you're doing this in the first place. And I bet there's some parts of it just to enjoy life, have a good life with the people you love and the people around you. And if you're not doing this in the years where you were vital, healthy, and successful in your business, when will you do it then? I'm currently in Paris, and I said no to a big project, to a big client, because he said, yeah, you need to be here in the summertime, and I already scheduled this holiday. And this is where I really live to my yeah, to my principles, and I said, okay, this is where you decide. If you now schedule your holiday back and just take the project, you will not stop doing that in the future. So yeah, so much of that, and I hope you guys, the video got longer than I wanted it to be, but I still hope you guys, if you're still there, thanks for being with me. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Marwan from Maro Media, teaching you how to be the best UX UI designer from Paris, and see you next time. Bye bye.